Hey guys, Pam here. Today I'm actually going to do my very first, hopefully only, how-to video. I had trouble getting the panels off these sliding doors on the Promaster City. The panel themselves, if you can see, it's kind of hard to work on this door. I can't get in the van. The panels themselves come off super crazy easy. It's got those little plastic just punch in things. Once you get a screwdriver in there, give it a little pull, put a little pressure on it, they pop right out. The problem is, I'm going to hold this way, the handle. A piece of this panel is up under a screw that comes in right here. Inside this little hole is a torque screw. If you don't have the bit for it, I'm going to show you in a minute which one you need. But once this screw comes out, there are 5 more. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now those little screws are very small Phillips head screws. Everybody should have a Phillips screwdriver in their house. It should be super easy. I recommend you have one with a magnetic tip. This little hopper tough thing come from Walmart. It was like $1, maybe $2, and they have magnetic tips. So if you're going there anyway because you don't have the torque bit that you need, grab one of these with the magnetic tip because those screws are tiny and the holes are deep. So as you're backing it out and they fall, if you're like me, your grass is, like way super crazy out of control and you've lost your screw. So a little magnetic tip, these are super cheap. Get one, keep it in your kitchen drawer. You're going to need it eventually. The torque screw needs a number 30. Of course, you're not going to be able to tell what size this is just by looking at this. But this, I believe most manufacturers all call it the T30. So when you go and you look for your little torque screw bit set or whatever, look for the T series. Like this one starts at 10. I got 10, 15, 20, 25, 27, 30, and 40 in this little thing. This thing was 10 bucks or 11 bucks. Very cheap. It's the hopper tough thing. They had some other ones there that were roughly the same money, but this one had the little adapter, and this is a quick release on this guy, and it'll go in your drill or whatever, and I thought that was great. And it's the same price as the rest of them. So you need a T30 torque bit. So I'm going to attempt to take this panel off. I've debated on doing it at all, but I did the one on the other side, and I decided now that I have my storage unit and things are going to storage, I want to put all the car bits that I've taken off, which is the cage, bulkhead, the plastic bulkheads that were going across the top of the behind the seats, all the door panels. So I'm not going to leave this one. It's like I'm going to put it with the rest of them. And if I ever sell this thing, I can put it all back on or just put it all inside the cargo area. And like, look, here's your cages, here's your panels. It's all together. They've been in storage. They're fine. And sell it that way. I don't know if I'll ever sell it. I love this thing. So far, I love it. But I'm still stuck in the woods. Like, I haven't really lived in it yet. I haven't gotten out on the road to see what she's going to do. But if you remember, because of the recall, I got a brand new engine. 0 miles. Well, the few I've put on it. It's about it. A couple 100 miles. And that's all. So, I intend to push her to the limits. Like, we're going. So, let me try to figure out a way to set this up, because if you remember, like, my kitchen is here. Like, I really don't have anywhere I can sit and work on this door. It's going to kind of be awkward to get at. So I don't really know if I'm going to be able to film it in a how-to video or not. But let's see. Okay guys, the first thing I want to do is get this torque screw out of here. I'm at an odd angle, as I just explained, but I'm going to try it just with a regular little driver and try to feel it because I can't see it. There you go. Oh, it gave quick. It startled me. I was kind of expecting a fight. Now this screw is relatively long. If you accidentally drop it, it should be much easier to find than those little tiny ones. But once I get it loose, I have a little magnet. And I caught it with the little magnet. Make sure it's still got its washer attached. And put it somewhere safe. Now we're going to take out these 5 screws. See how tiny these guys are? That's why I recommend the magnetic tip. They're hard to feel. Seriously? There's no way I'm even close to that little guy. There we go. Yeah, they're tough to feel. You kind of have to get lucky. I'll try to look in just to see like which way this tip part should go so I can get, see, that went right in, so that was perfect. Dos más. Now this is where I really had trouble. Once you get your handle apart, like I can't get in there because of the table. Oh yeah, like I couldn't pull this part off until I got this out of the way. So somehow I'm gonna have to shut the door, crawl under this table and pop this guy loose to get that handle part off there. I believe now that this is all loosened up enough. I don't know if you can tell from there, but see how it all moves and the handle moves because that screw is not here. That's what we were trying to do, was get the top part of the handle off. So we want the panel to stay back and the handle to come out through that hole. Okay. And this is where you need a friend if you got one. Because when you push one, they both want to come back. And I'm just trying to put one forward and then put one back. Come on, little guy. Just come out a hole. Alright, I believe believe he's out of the hole. And now I gotta push this out of the way. Did that work? It worked. I just stabbed myself with the screwdriver. Whew. Now I believe I can get this off. The problem is, in the position it's in, it's crazy completely tight against the frame of the car. So I'm gonna have to shut the door and try to get it from inside. Or shut it enough, maybe. Let's see if I can do it from here. Whew, I did it. I did it. Oh. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the hard-ass way to remove a door panel from your Promaster City if you've blocked the door and you don't have access to it from the inside. We're going to put the handle back on because I do not intend to put that door panel back ever. I'll give it one of my best I can hand tights because I don't have strength. We are back in business, babies. So if you like this video, thumbs up it. If you have a friend that maybe has a Ram Promaster City and they're wanting to get their door panels off and don't know how, shoot this to them. Of course, I had to do it kind of roundabout weird way, but as long as they haven't blocked their doors from the inside where they can pull that panel in instead of having to drop it outside like I just did on that one, that's the easiest route to go. Yeah, if you guys are still with me, I appreciate it. And if you had a little fun or got a little knowledge, or I don't know, maybe had your funny bone tickled just a bit at the crazy old lady in the woods, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Send it to your friends. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me.